Hi, I'm Bruce Lorenz, and this show is called Bruce on the Loose. We're at Quaint, a fairly new store in Wadsworth. Sarah Richards is with us, and Sarah, congratulations to Downtown Wadsworth. How's it going so far?
It's been great. So the reception from the Wadsworth community has been amazing. A bit overwhelming, but I feel the love and excitement from folks in town.
What do you mean overwhelming? I mean, people, of course, when I came in, there were 3 people with bags, and I had to get out of there, open the door for them. So that's a good sign. People are buying things.
I feel like just pinch me still.
Okay.
Like I feel like I'm in a dream that this isn't real yet, and it is. So I'm just very excited, and that's what the overwhelming part is. Like, wow, this actually happened. We did this.
Well, we have a changing season coming up, spring. People like to get out, and certainly your items have certainly changed during the course of the year. And by the way, please introduce us to your helper.
Yeah. So Valerie is the smiling face of Quaint. For the next couple of weeks, Debbie is on vacation.
Okay.
She's another employee.
All right.
She'll be back soon, but Valerie and Debbie are holding down the fort for me.
Okay.
They're here to open up, and I'm here to close.
I'm sure as time goes on, they will make acquaintances with more people and say, come back, and you will see relatives and neighbors and friends, and that has to make you happy because this is a store that you're not rushed. People can come in and, boy, I didn't think about that. That brings them, and maybe they'll come back and bring some more people. That's pretty nice, isn't it?
Yeah, they do take their time, and I've heard a lot of people say, wow, my sister would love this place, or I can't wait to bring my daughter and my son. There's a little bit of everything for everyone. So I love hearing those comments as they leave.
So when did you get this idea to start a store?
I've always had a small business since 2014. I looked it up. 2014, I started a small business, and it was more about jewelry, and I would go to craft shows and sell my jewelry. I would get in on consignment with people who did have a brick and mortar. And I kind of just decided after starting a business with a friend, we worked a vintage shop for a year together. I learned a lot about business, and we decided to open different businesses, and here's Quaint. So Quaint was born after a year of just understanding how small business works with a friend.
And how about the Wadsworth community? Again, we see a lot of different people come in. That they're really happy with the items you have. Yeah.
So they've really enjoyed shopping. To your point of it's relaxed. We help when they want help. The Judy Blues are something that people actually have to try on. There's different styles and cuts, so we give them advice when they'd like it. But they've enjoyed shopping and really have cleared us out that first week. So the sweaters and the Judy Blues have been very popular.
Has there been one thing that really was a kind of a roadblock, or you had to kind of maneuver to get around a certain area?
I would say the renovation.
Right.
So starting with signing the lease around Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And our opening day was February 1st. So you can imagine the time in between there was renovating this great space. I felt for a while that was a little bit of a roadblock, and just the anticipation.
So you haven't been here very long, and you've had a footprint in the community. What about First Friday? Do the merchants here enjoy First Friday?
Yeah. So we all try to do something really fun and unique to our business for the First Friday. So on the chocolate-themed First Friday, we gave away a couple different raffles of just funny chocolate-themed shirts. And then on the next First Friday, it will be the Luck of the Irish. We're going to do a leprechaun's treasure. So just kind of draw from a bowl a surprise.
In green, of course.
Yes.
Green, with green, yeah.
Yeah, so with your purchase, you just draw from a bowl, whether it's a prize or it's a percentage off or it's a challenging riddle.
Oh, boy. So you have really going to go all out with the march.
We're going to try. With each city event, we're going to try to have, whether it's themes or discounts or just fun new items in the shop, we'll try our best to kind of fit in with that and, just have some fun with the community.
The spring right around the corner. Are you getting some new items in for spring? And then later, I think the summer comes possibly after that?
Yeah, so we'll move away from the sweaters and we'll get into more summer gear, skirts and short dresses, all kinds of, different types of duty blues, maybe more cropped, and but we also have things for men behind me.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that in the next section of our show and take a look at some of the warm items and some of the things that people can get out and have some recreation and have some good times with.
Yeah.
So we'll be back in just a second with our second segment. We're back with Sarah Richards, and Sarah, we've gone to a different location here, and you have a few T-shirts that you say have sold quite well.
Yeah, so we've got some funny, catchy T-shirts. This one's "Can't work today, my arm's in a cast," and it's got a man out there on his bass boat. Hide and seek champion, Sasquatch.
Yeah,
so people are having a lot of fun with these great shirts. They've been nice gift ideas.
And I had to ask what these were. These are wonderful socks. Very colorful socks.
Yeah, funny socks.
And of course, the children would love the dinosaurs. You know how to merchandise things, don't you? Dinosaurs and kids seem to really go hand in hand.
Yeah, I've got some monster trucks. I've got some BMX bike socks, and Taco Tuesday socks. I mean, everything you can think of.
No question about it. People, those are unique things. This is a unique store, and is that part of the gist of what you wanted to do here?
Yeah, I mean, think about when you go to a big box store, you're going for that same thing that you repeatedly buy. Maybe you want that certain candle that you buy, but here you can come and get an interesting candle that says, go ask your mom. It's catered toward Dad. So definitely want to, make sure we're carrying interesting things that you can't find elsewhere. Yeah.
And I kind of looked before the show over at the rack to my right, and those look like items I could maybe do the snow in front of my sidewalk and help the neighbors out, right? They seem like they're very warm.
Yeah, we wanted to stock, right now this season with nice warm things that will introduce people to the shop, and then they'll know that we've got to, change that out for the next season. So we've got definitely for this cold weather, we've got a great array of sweaters and vests and jackets and things like that. The sweatpants, for that just day that you need to keep cozy on the couch. Yep.
And some of your suppliers are local, and then some you have regional and maybe nationwide. So you employ a lot of people to get items into your store. That's great.
Yeah, so I've had a lot of fun shopping wholesalers for the items in the shop and creating a collection that kind of go together really well. But then also local artisans provide jam and honey and soaps, crochet, and sourdough. So we have a couple local artisans as well.
There are a lot of different occasions people might venture, but they could come in for no reason. Birthdays, anniversaries, of course, Thanksgiving, Christmas coming up. You'll experience that coming up. It's really a shop that is very unique, and people can come in and find things that they can't find anywhere else.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so we've got things for any occasion. If you want to just find a casual outfit, or if you have an occasion coming up, we do have dressy wear for both men and women.
And it would be really a kind of a surprise for someone, a birthday. They would get a unique gift, and they would really probably appreciate that.
Yeah, so there are lots of gift options, as well as we sell gift cards.
Gift cards,
Yeah.
okay, that's really nice as well. So we have, and what about your location? This couldn't be better.
This is a great location. So we definitely get folks going to the local restaurants for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we try to stay open for dinner time, as well as open early for lunch on Saturday and Sunday. So anyone going to a 9 o'clock breakfast with friends, they can definitely stop in here afterward, and we're ready to help you with a gift option or just do some shopping.
And then just across the street, they have the farmers market coming up, and a lot of people come and get their produce on Saturdays. Could they stop here also and buy some items?
Yes, so the crosswalk to take you to CIS is right out my window. So, so I
Very
do hope that
convenient.
they stop through and, either on the way there or the way back, I'm definitely, in the path of the farmer's market. That's going to be really exciting.
We talked about First Friday a moment ago, but do the owners of the stores have a say-so, and maybe like in the fall, with a theme or something that you could maybe promote?
We are welcome to get together as shop owners and do other events outside of First Friday or outside of what's going on with the city. And, a few shop owners, we are going to do something in the spring.
Okay.
I am awaiting some of those details, but yeah, I think we're going to do a couple things a year on maybe a third weekend of the month.
Well, that's
Yeah,
really nice
so
to have merchants get together and plan things, and sometimes they can kind of get together and have a very, very good Friday or Saturday or both.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, we'll be back with a third segment coming up in just a second. Back with another segment here with Sarah. And Sarah, we're in the home decor section, right?
Yeah.
Boy, really some knickknacks and some things that really could dress up fireplaces and unique items that people might really want to add to their decor.
Yeah, I enjoyed shopping for the home section just as much as the clothes. So some unique kitchen items, cold brew thermoses, French presses, coffee frothers. There we go. I got that one out.
Wow.
Fun coffee mugs. And then we've got items that are catered to wine. So wine openers and stoppers and wine glasses. So this was a lot of fun. Some art and seasonal things kind of brighten the house. So.
Do you have a little art background? Do you dabble a little bit? An art minor somewhere along the way?
I do. So I've enjoyed painting, drawing in the past, and as well as then the jewelry that I made,
Right,
or
sure.
I still make, but how I started my business. It was always just my creative outlet.
Yeah, no question about it. And people come in, are they interested in these items? They really can take their time and see, boy, they can visualize in their house where some of these items may appear.
I'm hearing that,
Yeah?
yeah. And I did have to replenish already in the home section, so I'm just so thankful that people were receptive to the items that I picked out.
And again, word of mouth. If they buy something, they'll let other people know, that you're here and the store is here. And you have a helper here too. You have another business here,
Yeah,
right?
so there is a second business in the building. So Just Eat the Cookie, so V
Yeah.
and Dexler. She is just a vibrant spirit. She was on the Food Network recently.
And she was on my show. We
she
had
has-
a Bruce on the Loose show with her.
Yes, so she opened a retail space here and just is doing great. So
Wow.
yeah, I love when people walk in the door and ask if she's here. So they're
Yeah.
coming to see her.
Could be an advantage for you. Maybe they'll get a cookie and take their time to amble out, and maybe this area here may have their interest, or some coat or some item
Sure.
that they didn't have, and you don't oppose that, right?
I don't oppose it, and we ring everything up together. So
Okay.
there's a register in the back and there's a register in the front, so anything can be rung anywhere. We do get, a good mixture of cookies and a vinyl record, or cookies and a couple sweaters. So yeah, it's working really well.
So did you talk a lot ahead of time about this enterprise together? I mean, sometimes people get together and it doesn't work out, and there's arguments and disputes, but it seems like you and V get along quite well.
Yeah, we've been friends for a long time, and when I saw this space for the first time, it clicked in my mind that she's been wanting to expand her business, and this space has a kitchen. So she will have to, take that kitchen to the next level for it to become a full-blown bakery. But yeah, I got excited thinking of her in this space, yeah.
And a lot different than the big box stores, and you can't find someone to help you out, and you really don't operate under those guidelines, do you?
No, I think that this is a more relaxing atmosphere. To your point earlier, it's not fast-paced, and there's going to be constantly new things being put out and changed over, so they'll always find something new when they come back the next week.
So Is that a challenging situation for you for, spring and then summer and fall? It seems like you got 4 seasons of clothing and items.
Yeah, so you have to be thinking ahead, and I'm sure other small business owners know that as the seasons are changing, you're ordering 2 seasons ahead, and so, there are things that are awaiting spring to come for me to put out, and so, yeah, it's been pretty exciting to, figure this out. And I've learned a lot.
How about timing? Do you want to make sure it's in the 50s, or do you wait till the snow melts to put your spring things out? Have you thought about that?
That's a good question. I think that maybe an event might spark
Sure.
it earlier than normal. So even on First Friday, I plan to have some spring kind of clothing decor out.
But that's early in the month. That's really early, and then later in the month, or maybe St. Patrick's Day, because that's, I think, the 17th.
It is.
Okay,
yeah.
so maybe that would be.
Yeah.
So I give you some ideas here.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's no problem at all. But you are really pleased with your start. It sounds like to me you're very enthusiastic, and you have people that help you get things done, and you've got a good relationship with V. What could you do better? What could the store work on to do a little better, maybe?
Well, I will be carrying wine soon, so that will be an expansion, so I'll have to hone in on that.
Right.
And what we could do better in that space is we're going to create a Wine of the Month club, and so I really have to hone in on what that's going to offer people. I'm waiting for my liquor license to go through before I really finalize all those details, but that will be an improvement that we'll be making.
How about the City of Wadsworth? Have they been helpful and really assisting you and getting the sidewalks during snow and everything cleared off so customers could come in?
Yeah, I would say there's been no obstacles whatsoever. Even in those ice storms, it was fine out there. I only went out once just because, the snow was coming down pretty good that day. So I was out there shoveling. But no, the City of Wadsworth has been amazing to work with, both the Chamber and Main Street. It's been a delight. Absolutely.
So let's go back to that phrase, that idea you talked about a couple of minutes ago, that you might get together with a couple other people and have like a quasi-mini get together and have specials and things that people might be interested in. Yeah,
so we've been approached about a spring event. Again, just kind of awaiting what those details look like. But I think it's, a few businesses along High Street and Main Street that we're gonna do something mid-February, March, so the 3rd week of each month. So I don't know what those details are.
So the doldrums, there are, especially, as you get into spring, people get real excited, and they, kids get outside, and just the sun comes out, and it's hibernating, I guess, but it comes out, and just very good foot traffic for you.
Yeah, it's been great to see people, over from Alexandria's come over with their pager, and those were the only people that I would say rush. And I always say, just, throw the things at the counter and come back after breakfast. But it's been great to see the walking traffic, and people don't hesitate to stop in. So even this cold season has had great shopping traffic so far.
A lot of cities have abandoned their downtown. I think that's a shame, because it really, I kind of born and raised outside of Worcester, and they really take pride in the downtown stores, and Wadsworth as well.
Yeah. Yes, I feel a sense of warmth and pride from the city, for sure.
No question about it.
Yeah.
Anything, maybe looking down the road, maybe 6 months or a year, that you would add or put into the store that you don't have now?
Other than the wine, I definitely will be expanding the vinyl collection. So that's been pretty popular. And I only did clean, so I actually cleaned every single album with a solution in this, like a bath. It was extensive. So I've only went through half of the collection I plan to bring in, so I'll be expanding that area as well.
So vinyl and vinyl records are coming back, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the player that I have, it is phenomenal. It rocks this place.
Unbelievable. So we'll have to maybe come in, take a couple hours and
Yeah.
get some tunes and,
Yeah, I might hire a vinyl DJ
well,
because that's hard for us, running the shop and having to.
we'll put that out. Maybe someone will watch the show. Maybe our fine cameraman has a link to someone
Yeah.
that has that talent, and it is a talent.
Yeah.
So, Sarah, I really enjoyed talking to you today and got to know a lot about your store, and hope that your initial success grows and you have a lot of success down the road, and the Wadsworth people really treat you very nicely.
Thank you, Bruce. They have, and I wasn't surprised, but I'm definitely overwhelmed by the warmth. So thank you.
Thanks for viewing Bruce on the Loose, and we'll be back next week. I think Abe and I or some other fine employer are going to go to Medina to the shelter for the people that don't have housing. Looking forward to that early next week. Thank you for viewing.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.